What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at this knife. This is the Aurora Knife Co. Truffles. Check that out. This is a beautiful knife made by Aurora Knife Co. Aurora Knife and Tool. Actually, here, real quick, I'll just show you the box. They have a really cool box. This cool packaging. Really nice and mountains. This is a Chinese-made knife. Here you can see, there's the end. This is $200, brand new. Yep, S35 VN steel, hollow ground blade, Tanto. With nice titanium scales. And on this side, you can see it's got a cool, I like how they put the knife on there. It looks really cool. A little, miniature picture of a knife. Looks cool. Made in Jiangxing, China. So I'm not sure exactly who their OEM is, or if they have their own, manufacturing facility that makes these. But it's pretty good quality. This is a medium-sized knife, I would say. Get all four fingers on there, real nice. Definitely feels good. It's nicely, these titanium scales are nice and smooth, and these nice chamfers on the edges. It's got this really nice, let me see if I can polish up this blade here. It's a nice satin grind on this Tanto blade. There you go. You can see that. Yeah, there you go. Real nice satin grind. You can see the satin lines. It's the Tanto. It's got Aurora on here on the underside of the flipper tab. It says Aurora. It's kind of cool. What makes this knife unique, other than the design, which is kind of interesting, pretty straightforward, but a little bit of different, Tanto and whatnot, is the locking mechanism. This is a plunge lock, but the plunge is not separate. It's attached to the pivot. So it's a pivot-based plunge lock. So you push the pivot down, which is a big button, and the blade falls shut. It's got a flipper tab, and it's got a front flipper, which does work. Both work quite nicely. And it also, you can reverse flick it, which is the way I prefer. This thing is a wicked reverse flicker. This thing is awesome. Absolutely love opening and closing it. Very easy to disengage and open up. Completely drop shut. I mean, that's about the most drop shut you can get. If you hold the button down, it does bounce. Or you can just, let's see. It's a little bit hard to do around I'm also working around the tripod, so it's a little bit hard, but you see it drop shut, or you can close it like that. So the way this works is a big spring around the pivot, and so when you push the button, the button has a spring on the inside, and it's just like a normal plunge lock. It's just around the pivot, but you can see here it's not a normal plunge lock. Sorry, it's got this liner here, and this is what makes it interesting. So when you push the plunge, it moves this liner, but it doesn't push the liner. It pulls the liner towards it. It's kind of interesting mechanism. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I think there's like a lever system that they use. They have a diagram on their website. You can look up how this actually works, but it's a really cool mechanism. It's just a liner lock, but you push the button and it pulls it to the one side, and then it releases the blade. So really interesting design. Only knife I know of right now that has it. Really cool. You push it and it pulls it. I think it's really cool because it's not like a normal standard plunge like actuated liner lock. The button doesn't push a liner over. It kind of has this cool mechanism where it pulls it towards it. It's kind of cool. And I think it's super unique. Very comfortable knife. Like I said, get all four fingers on there. Definitely medium size. It's got a little bit of jimping right up here on the top, and as well on the flipper tab and on the top there. So makes front flipping it pretty easy. You do have to be careful to get your your index finger out of the way, because that flipper tab, if you try and front flip it with that flipper tab, it'll catch your finger there at the top, and then it won't front flip. So you got to come down a little bit so that flipper tab can get past your finger, and then it'll snap open. So, yep, pretty cool. Flipper tab, I'd say, has a light kind of detent. I mean, you can definitely, it's on the lighter side. It's not super strong. I would say it's more of a push button than a light switch action, but it does work either way. I mean, as long as you're just, trying to open it, it's going to open. But you can easily fail it, is what I'm trying to say. You definitely easily fail it there. One thing that's kind of cool is they put the blade steel, actually that's not the blade steel, that's the model number, or it might be the number of units 823. That's probably you know, serial number, how many are on there, how many they've made. But on this side they have the steel. There you go, S35 yen, which is pretty cool because you can only see it when it's like half open or half closed. Otherwise it's covered, so it like disappears behind the scale there. But it's pretty cool. I like that design that they did that, and then you can't see it when it's closed either. It's pretty cool. I like the overall large pivots. Looks good. Pretty cool knife. Not too much other than the really cool mechanism. But definitely is a cool mechanism to check out. It works just like a button lock. It's just this button is really easy to press. It's like bowled out. It's like a concave, you know, like a really nice satisfying button to press. You can also press it to open it and close it too. Just hold the button down, swing it open, swing it close. It's a little bit hard to do under the tripod, but you know, you get the point. So let's do some size comparisons of this knife. Up against the Benchmade Bug Out. There we go. And the PSP Penguin. This satin grind is a fingerprint magnet. It'll like grab any fingerprints you have. And so are these scales too, actually. These scales will grab any fingerprints you leave on it. See, a lot of fingerprints. Anyway, you can see there, definitely bigger than those. Let's also compare it to the PM2 and the Para 3. You see there, kind of, I would say it's a PM2 size knife, just about. Actually, almost the exact same size as PM2. So very similar there. So definitely, I would call it a medium to full size knife. And then also compare it to the ZT-0308, which I have here. And I'll compare it to another button lock that I have, the ProTech Mordex. Why not? There you go. So very similar size to the ProTech Mordex, smaller than the 308. But yeah, that's a good comparison there. Definitely a similar size to that knife as well, which also has excellent action. Love this thing. It's great. So, yep, I think that's all the size comparisons. So overall, pretty cool knife. Definitely nice to check out. This grind, I wish the satin grind was a little bit more, I don't know, easier to see. Like it's kind of more of like a I don't know, like a glossy, like it's not super like you can't see the grind line super well. I mean you can, but it's not as distinguishable as like say a Riot, for example. This Riot Tiger, you can absolutely see these grind lines. They stand out a lot. But on here, it's kind of more of like they're more hidden. It's more like a polished kind of style, which is kind of cool, but I kind of wish you could see them a little bit more. But it's hollow. It's very slightly hollow ground on the flat, and then flat ground out here on the secondary edge. But overall, really cool knife. Slices well, not too thick. Nice pocket clip, titanium pocket clip, as you can see there. In and out of the pocket, it's pretty good. No troubles there. Looks like you got something stuck under the pocket clip there. I'll have to fish that out. Anyway, pretty cool knife. Centering, it's completely good. Centering's perfect. Action's great. Lock up completely and totally solid. No movement up, down, left, or right. And the action is drop shot. So, really good quality knife here. Let me know what you guys think of the Truffles. I think it's a fun name and an excellent knife. And I can't wait to see what else Aurora Knife Co. comes out with, because this is definitely a really cool knife. So, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you have one. And I guess that's it. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.